mean, that happens. I mean, we're especially when you start hitting these levels of recruits.
I mean, my thing is though, what if like obviously I want this to happen, but what if there's no football? Then what happens to all these other guys that I don't like? How many spots do you really have on the roster? Because then how many come back?
I've been good with predicting this. You want me to tell you what I think's gonna happen?
Go ahead.
I think it's gonna be just a mini season in like December, January, and that's it. It's gonna be like 6-7 games. And that's it. I think that's probably the worst case scenario. The best case, we play out the entire season, it gets pushed back, and we have 10 games instead of 12 or 13, whatever.
It's fine.
Hey, can I make a comment? Yeah, go ahead.
Let's give it up for Coach Banda.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not
Always.
Yeah. Your job is safe.
And one other one. Let's give it up to my boy DVD. You know he has some working in there too. Come on.
Yes.
Hey,
Preach.
say the R word. Say
Wait,
the R word.
Ed Reed.
Oh, Ed Reed.
Yes.
No, but listen, the whole defense, like Coach Rump, DVD, I'm sure Cooney was involved in that, and Banda. Come on, man. You got to give them boys props. After what they did with Avante and pulling Avante in, like, dude, come on. And then they getting Cam. Now you got James. Like, dog, I'm telling you, if they get Marshall, that defensive back class is stupid.
The Marcus Van Dyke definitely played just as big as a role as Ed Reed and Banda, if not more, because DVD was on James Williams from the jump, man. The minute he got on staff as a Miami Hurricane staff member, the first recruit he reached out to was James Williams out of 8th grade. So I mean, he's built this relationship for 4 years now, and it is paying off, man. It's good to see.
We can't forget those those behind the scene cats that even like Coach like with Pata, like all them guys back there, they deserve nothing but credit right now, man.
Yeah.
They're literally, and again, we talked about this last night, Marsh. You're coming off a 6-7 season where you lost to Louisiana Tech, FIU, Duke, and you're pulling in this type of talent.
Yeah, amen.
I don't know what's happening. I don't want to think about what they're doing. All I know is they're doing it.
They're doing it, bro.
Two things have helped build this momentum.
COVID.
Number one, that too. But the first one, hiring Ed Reed.
Yeah.
Number two, hiring Rhett Lashley.
Yep.
That changed Miami.
And the Flata, you don't think that also getting Telly Lockett on staff now? Like, you don't think that's helped?
That's the culture. That's the culture.
That's what I'm saying. Like, these off-season hires were monsters.
Crazy, bro.
It really is just. I mean, you have to give it up to Manny, and just the fact that where we were December 26th to where we are now, it's amazing. And
dude, it's wild, Marsh, bro.
And it just goes to show you that these kids are not. They're buying into what Manny is selling. That 2019, it happened, but these kids are buying into what they're building for the future, and that how bright this program can be.
And going back to what E said, with Rhett Lashley. I mean, Rhett Lashley has a huge part of it, man. I mean, you look at last year. There was only 2 college football teams last year that had a quarterback that had 3,900 yards, a running back, and a receiver that had 1,200 yards, and that was LSU, obviously. And the other team was SMU. Out of all colleges in football last year, it was only those 2. So you look at hiring what a new offensive coordinator like Brady to LSU did. I mean, Ed Orgeron was not the hottest head coach a couple of years ago. Nobody wanted Ed Orgeron. All of a sudden, he hires an offensive coordinator. He keeps his defense the same, and look what happens. You get a good quarterback, and things blossom. That's the same thing that could happen with Miami. It hasn't been done before. It just happened last year. It could happen again.
Wow. It seems like Brad wants to get back on the radio.
Dude, we have so much it's just. I mean, I'm just trying to picture up in my mind what this defense could look like, because honestly, you could put James Williams at outside linebacker. You have Avante and Kinchins at safety, and this is obviously once Gervin and Bubba leave, and then striker you got Harrell, and you got defensive ends like Jabari Ishmael and Chance Williams, defensive tackle Leonard. Are you kidding?
And a junior Jafari Harvey at that point, who's already a monster.
That guy is a beast. You could even back then you could have even put James Williams as roving linebacker.
Correct.
Dude, this is insane, man.
Insert James Williams at your favorite position, and it's okay.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't matter. Kick return.
I have a few things. So on the picture that he dropped, he said that he was shutting down his recruitment. Like, how do we feel about that? Do you think he honors that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think he shuts it down. I don't think he decommits. But the Georgia board, whoever their writer is up there, has already said he's still planning on taking visits. So, I mean, it depends. To me, it just depends on what you call shutting it down.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, kids take visits. I'd rather, I've dealt with these kids, so I'd rather them go out and enjoy the recruiting and kind of see what they have and, just come on back home. But, we all kind of know how that goes as well.
Oh, that's totally fine. I'm good with that. But do you think James Williams is going to be a Cane at the end of the day?
Yes.
Then I'm good. Then, I don't care what he does.
Yeah, right? Who cares then?
I got a question.
We got the number one kicker in the country.
Yeah, dude, we just had Andy on the show like 20 minutes ago.
Remember we talked about it last night. Go enjoy your visits, man. But you know what? You know where you belong. Just come on home. Like, I'm not going to knock a 17, 18-year-old kid from going to take his opportunities to go visit other campuses just to see what's out there. Why not? It's given to you. It's free. Take your time. Do what you got to do.
For sure, man.
And then we just need to get maybe a piece or two on. Give me Smith, Garcia, and then 3 more defensive guys. Or maybe Amari Daniels, but
I would take Amari Daniels over Franklin.
Right, and I'm gonna be real with you. I was on the Jake Garcia train for a while, but looking at all this talent we're starting to get on offense and on defense, bro, we don't need an elite quarterback. I mean, I'm go with Van Dyke, I'm go with Perry. Shit, I'll even be at quarterback with all the damn talent we got right now.
Yeah, I mean it's
dude. It's crazy, man. I mean, I wasn't confident at all about Jason Marshall. I'm warming up to the idea of Taylor. I think he probably comes here. I definitely am not going to say he's a lock or whatever. But dude, after that, how could guys like Marshall not give us a really good look? It's hard to think of Marshall seeing Jason Williams commit and then not wanting to join, man.
Listen. You know how we are all sitting here.
I got a question.
Crunch numbers.
Hold on, James. Hold on. Go ahead, Flata.
So it's the same all the way across this country. Where Miami is not the only one trying to crunch numbers. You still have Alabama trying to make sure that they get their key pieces. LSU trying to get their key pieces. Miami isn't the only one trying to fill spots with 3 or 4 or 5 spots left. So,
but the difference that you're saying though is you're talking about Alabama and LSU and the Georgia's teams that are always great and teams that are always at this point crunching numbers. We're talking about a Miami team that just went 6-7, who is not familiar in this spot that is crunching numbers. That's
fully
crazy.
Understand that. What I'm saying is you have a Jason Marshall who is in Alabama lean right now, but Alabama is also probably the lead team and the number 1 cornerback. McKinstry's recruiting. That could also sway as they only need 1 more corner. Now Marshall, doesn't have a spot in Alabama. Now it comes down to UF and Miami. You know what I'm saying? With LSU, they may not be able to get Collier in there because they have a safety and a corner that they lead. Now Collier's sitting on the outside looking in. Miami's sitting here like, hey, we're trying to take all 5 of you guys and we're going to leave others out for y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by we're not the only one out here trying to crunch numbers.
It's the game they play. It's the game they play, man.
Yeah. James, what were you going to say, brother?
Not that it matters, but do you guys think that 247 bumps him down now that he committed to Miami?
100%.
I'm almost expecting that he's going to be like a 4-star in the 9-6 area.
Dude, he's going to be a high-level 3-star by the time signing day comes around.
I'll take him as a 2-star. I don't care.
They might even take his picture away. He'll just be a question mark.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, what else is there to say, man? Like James Williams, like 5-star, like just like Brad was saying, like a true 5-star kid, like recommitted to Miami. And
have we ever had a safety that was like, or a linebacker that was like 6'5", 220 coming out of high school?
Sean Taylor.
Like that big?
What was Sean Taylor?
I think Sean. Yeah, I was
6'3",
gonna say Sean was probably the closest. Dude,
well, James has to rock that visor that Sean did now.
Jeez, man.
Shoot, with this Corona, I think the whole team might be rocking visors, a full visor.
I do like the fact that he gave Sean mad respect. He wrote R.I.P. Sean Taylor.
Yep, I love it.
Got to.
Oh, jeez, I'm exhausted now, man.
I'm just beginning. I'm ready for some Red Bull and some shots.
I'm emotionally exhausted. I got to go to the gym with my girlfriend after this, man. I don't know if I can handle it.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. It's 9:30 here. You're only at 6:30. That's right.
Yeah.
Dang. Well, is there anything else that we need to cover? I mean.
Well, one last thing. Sorry, I forgot to say it earlier. James fucking Williams, baby.
Yeah, dude. Oh.
And if there's something out there that we didn't cover, I promise you, come next season, James Williams will cover the rest.
Ooh, nice.
Oh.
Sick.
All right, should we end it on that?
Bet.
Absolutely.
Go Canes.
Go Canes, man.
Go Canes.
Go Canes.
Peace.
This has been the Fours Up Podcast. Remember to like and leave a comment to help our podcast grow. Follow me on Twitter @HurricanesMarsh.